Namaskar everyone. Now today I am taking the new topic, that is investment fluctuation reserve. Yesterday we were discussing about the distribution of accumulated profit or loss as well as the reserves at the time of admission of a new partner, in which we already discussed about the profit loss and one part of a specific reserve, that is workman compensation reserve. Now move with the next topic, that is investment fluctuation reserve. This topic I already discussed in the chapter number 2 in detail. Let's take a quick revision of the investment fluctuation reserve. Before starting with the investment fluctuation reserve, please keep in your mind that always these reserves will be distributed in old partners in old ratio if this reserves is remain unutilized. So if investment fluctuation reserves is remain unutilized, then it will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. So at the time of admission, new partner will not be considered as a old partners. So while calculating or while distributing the investment fluctuation reserves in old ratio, new partner will not be considered as a old partner. Now start with the case number first. Question will be the same for all the 5 cases, that A, B are partners in the ratio of 3:2. C is admitted with 1/5 share of profit, and the extract of balance sheet as at 31st March 2017 is given below. Now case number first. Reserve is given 20,000 on the liability side. Book value of investment is 3 lakh and market value is 3 lakh. So previously I told you that you have to compare the book value and the market value. Now in this case the book value is 3 lakh on the asset side, and in additional information the market value is again 3 lakh. So there will be no loss on investment. So the entire amount of investment fluctuation reserve, that is 20,000, will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. So what will be the entry? Investment fluctuation reserve account debit to old partners capital account, and 20,000 will be distributed in old ratio, that is 3:2. So this is case number first, when market value of investment is equals to book value. Now case number second. In this case you will see in the balance sheet, extract of balance sheet, that investment fluctuation reserve is 20,000, investment book value is 3 lakh, and market value of investment is 290. Now again you have to compare the book value of investment and market value of investment, and there is a decrease of 10,000 in the market value and book value of investment. So this is the loss for the firm. Now that 10,000 loss will be set off against IFR. So what will be the entry? IFR will be debited with 20,000 and loss will be credited with 10,000, and it will be credited by the name to investment. And how this loss come? That investment book value and market value difference, and that 10,000 loss will be set off against 20,000, and rest 20,000 will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. So this is case number second, when the market value of investment is less than the book value and fall in the value of investment is less than IFR. Now case number third. Again reserve is given 20,000, investment book value is 3 lakh and market value is 2,80,000. Now first the same thing, you have to compare the book value of investment and market value of investment. So 3 lakh, earlier it was book value is 3 lakh in the books and market value is 280. Then there is a loss of 20,000, and that 20,000 loss will be adjusted with IFR, that is investment fluctuation reserve, which is again the same, that is 20,000. So loss is of 20,000 and reserve is of 20,000. So in this case there is no profit available for old partners in old ratio. So what will be the entry? Investment fluctuation reserve will be debited with 20,000 and investment will be credited with 20,000, and that investment is related to the loss between the book value and the market value of investment. So this is the case number third, when the market value of investment is less than the book value and fall in value is equals to IFR. Now case number fourth and fifth is most important. Again IFR is given 20,000, Book value is given 3 lakh and market value is given 270. Now same thing, first you have to compare the book value and market value. Then 3 lakh is the book value and market value is 270. The difference of these two is 30,000 loss on investment. But in this case, your reserves is less than loss of investment. Your reserves is 20,000. So again the same thing, you have to debit reserve with 20,000 and loss of investment, that is 30,000, will be credited. So as per the double entry system, your debit is always equals to credit. So your reserve is 20,000 and liability, or we can say loss on investment, is 30,000. So there is a increase in liability of 10,000 that will be taken out from revaluation account. So revaluation will be debited with 10,000. That will be result in the loss on revaluation. And in the second entry, that loss of revaluation will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. So this is a case when market value is less than book value and the fall in the market value and book value is more than IFR. And at the last, that revaluation loss will be distributed in 3:2 because the same condition I am taking which I took in case number first. The old ratio is 3:2. Case number 5th, when market value of investment is more than the book value. This is the most important case. Again, reserve is 20,000, book value of investment is 3 lakh and market value of investment is 3 lakh 30,000. Now it is a just opposite case. Let's compare the book value and market value. Book value is 3 lakh, market value is 3 lakh 30,000. So there is a profit on investment, not loss. So in this case, what you have to do first, you have to distribute entire amount of IFR to old partners in old ratio, that is 20,000. So 20,000 reserve will be distributed in old partners in old ratio, that is in 3:2 ratio. This is the first point. Now, whatever the profit on investment, that is difference of book value and market value, first of all it should be recorded in the revaluation account because that result in increase in investment. So what will be the second entry? That profit on investment will be recorded in revaluation account. Entry will be investment account debit to revaluation account 30,000, and that will be result after recording the investment in revaluation. It will result on profit on revaluation. Now in third entry, that profit on revaluation will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. So third entry, revaluation account debit to old partners capital account. That 30,000 will be distributed in old partners in old ratio. That is 3:2, which I took in the case number first. So this is all about the 5 cases of IFR, and this is the end of the treatment of accumulated profit or loss and reserves. Thank you so much.